All right, our next Google Docs assignment has to do with inserting images into a document, and here's how this is all set up. I could use either first hour or fifth hour, doesn't matter. I'll just go to first hour, that's fine. I'll go to classwork, and it's this assignment right here, Google Docs number 7, images. If you go to view assignment, no, maybe I'll have to go here. Why in the world, excuse me while I check something here. Tuesday. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Just got, okay, anyway, we're good. So here are the things that are linked up. There's a help page. This guide is a help page to help you with what I'm about to show you, but I don't think I'm going to pull that up in this movie. I'll show you what to do rather than use the help page for that. This Avengers Profiles is a document that you need to work with, and this Google Drive folder right here, the Avenger pics, you'll need those too. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to click here on this Avengers pick Google Drive folder. I'll click that. It's going to open a new tab, and it has got sorry, it's got Avengers pictures in it. Over here on the top right hand side there, you could switch to grid view if you would like to do that, if you'd like to be able to see the pictures a little bit better, or you could go back to what is it, list view. Yeah, list view looks like this with the names and the small thumbnails, and grid view looks like that with the bigger thumbnails, and that's that little button up on the top right hand side. I think I'll leave it in grid view for the time being. Now, also, you're going to need this Avengers Profiles document, and it's one of those that when you click it, it'll make a copy for you. I'm going to open this a different way. I'm going to hop back here to my Google Drive, and I'm going to dig in here. Just excuse me for a moment while I dig in here and I'm going to make a copy of my Avengers Profiles because I don't want to mess with the original, so I'm going to make a copy of it, and I'll open it, and this is what it looks like right here. All right, so you've got Avengers Profiles, and then like there's a kind of a heading thing that says Captain Marvel, and then there's a paragraph about Captain Marvel. Iron Man, and there's a paragraph about Iron Man. Okay, so here's how this all works. We're going to stick a picture into each one of these so that there will be a picture of that Avenger in that paragraph. So here's an example. For Captain Marvel, I'm just going to click anywhere in the paragraph. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go back over here to the Avengers pick folder, right? If you click that link for the pictures folder, it will open a new tab and it'll have all these pictures. And I'm going to show you a way to do this. There are probably a number of ways to do it. So if you figure out a different way to do it rather than the way I'm doing it, that's okay. All you got to do is get the job done. All right, anyway, I'm doing the Captain Marvel paragraph. So here's the picture of Captain Marvel. If I click on that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to right click and download. Now, that if you do that, if you're using your Chromebook and you do that, it will download a copy of it onto your Google Drive. I'm sure that's what would happen. And like I said, you might find another way to get the job done. All you got to do is get the job done. But I'm going to click download, and so it gets downloaded. Now, I'm doing this on my computer at school, so it got downloaded into my downloads folder. If you're doing it on your Chromebook, I think it would get downloaded onto your Google Drive. All right. Now, how do I get that picture in there? Well, here's what I do. I go to Insert Image, and then if you're doing it on your Chromebook, you might just check here. You might just click where it says Drive and see if you can find that Captain Marvel picture over here. You know, it's going to open up a panel over on the right-hand side, and you might be able to find the Captain Marvel picture, and then you're off to the races. But I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go to Insert Image, and I'm going to upload it from my computer. And then here I find it in my downloads folder. And again, I'm doing this on a desktop computer at school. So you would probably, even if you do Insert Image and Upload from Computer, it'll probably look on your Google Drive, and you can find that Captain Marvel picture. Now, here's the thing with the Captain Marvel picture. It's pretty big, and it blew my paragraph up. Look at that. My paragraph starts here, and then it goes on down here, and it just kind of blew it to bits. So that's what the assignment is really kind of about here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on it one time. And then these buttons right here are the thing. This is the key. What we want to do is wrap text. And we're going to do that on all the pictures today. All of them. All right. So I'm going to click wrap text right there. And now the picture has sort of disappeared. But here's what I got to do. I got to start like moving it and sizing it. And you just have to work with it a little bit, right? You'll get there sooner or later. I got to move it. And I don't want it to be that big. So I got to move it and size it and move it and kind of, all right, now see, we're starting to get there. Maybe I'll put this over sitting here on the right hand side. And this whole thing with wrapping the text, that makes it so you can float this picture wherever you feel like you want it to sit, right? It's up to you. You can also adjust the margin right here. It's got a 1/8 margin. I'll exaggerate this. I don't really want a 1/2 inch margin, but watch, boom. Did you see how far it pushed the text away from the image? See that? It's like a force field, right? It pushes the text away, and it's got this big margin around the image. Now, I think that's too much, so I'm going to dial that back to maybe 1/4 would be okay. Or you could go whatever suits you. You could go, I'll do 1/8. Right? You could also come up here on the toolbar and do things like, well, let's add a border. And you could do things like, well, let's change the border color if you want. I mean, that's kind of all up to you. You don't really have to have borders and border colors and all that. But I'm showing you some things that you could do, right? It kind of dresses it up a little bit, makes it look nice. All right, so yeah, there we go. Look, I have a picture. I'm going to lower that down just a smidge. I have a picture of Captain Marvel in the Captain Marvel paragraph. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now I'm going to go on. I'll do a couple more, and then I'll show you one that's all the way finished. I'll click anywhere in the Iron Man paragraph. All right, I'm going to go back to that link that tab that I had where I opened up the Iron Man, or I opened up the Avenger images. And again, the way I'm doing it, and you might find a different way. If you find a different way, that's okay. But I'm going to do a right click and download on the Iron Man picture. Right click, download. All right, back to my document. Insert image, upload from the computer. Here's Iron Man right here. Open that. All right, it's not as big as the Captain Marvel picture. Click on it once. Click that middle button at the bottom where I want to wrap the text. Now, play around with moving the picture, sizing the picture, and where you put it and all that is up to you. If you want to change the margin, do that. Change the margin. If you want to add a border, do that. I like borders, personally. All right, cool. Look. Yeah, all right. Right, one more. I'll do one more, and then I'll show you one that's all the way done, right? So if I wanted to do Captain America now, I'd click anywhere in the Captain America paragraph. I would go back to that folder. Here's the Captain America pic, right here. So I'll right-click, download. I'll go back to my document, insert image, upload from computer. Here's Captain America. Click on the Captain America picture. Oops, sorry. Wrap text. Work it. Right? Doesn't have to be all so big. I think I'll put this over on the right also, kind of like I did with Iron Man. And I like borders. Maybe that's just me. But I like having, I don't want that word to appear. See, the text wraps around. I could stick it right here, and the text just kind of wraps around the picture. I think what I'll do is put it over here, though. All right. Yay. So I've got it. So that I've showed you the main idea. You're going to put a picture of each Avenger in their paragraph. And let me go back here. Just stick with me just for a moment. Almost. Let me show you one that's done. All right, here's one that's all the way done. Every picture is put in there. There's Captain Marvel, and we got Iron Man, we got Captain America. Black Widow. And if you wind up, when you put a picture in, sometimes it splits a paragraph onto another page. That's okay. Don't worry about that. We've got Hawkeye. We've got Black Panther. We've got Ant-Man. We've got Spider-Man. We've got the Hulk. And we've got Thanos. And they all have their picture, and they're all set to wrap text. And they all have whatever options you want to set. I like borders around my pictures, so I put that black border on the pictures. And I've got 1/8 margins, and they're all on wrap text. And that is the assignment of the day. All right. Have at it. You can send me an email if you have any questions, and just do your best. All right. See ya.